So what are some ways in which you can work with the school to have them accommodate specific issues your child might have? Let's take, for example, reassurance seeking. The child is going to the teacher several times a day, asking the same questions over and over again, and disrupting the teacher's ability to teach. Or your child, desperately feels the need to go to the bathroom several times, and that's again interrupting the classroom. Or cannot finish their work on time because they're, perfectionistic. So the first thing to do again is to be proactive, not reactive. Anticipate these kinds of issues at school, especially if they're happening at home. And then once again, if you have a therapist, it's best to work with your therapist to make a plan, and then implement the plan at home first to make sure that then it's consistent with what you're asking the school to do. Because most importantly, your child needs to have the same approach at home and at school towards those issues. So let's take, for example, reassurance seeking. So generally, as a therapist, I would recommend a gradual reduction in the reassurance given by parents and teachers. If you do it too abruptly and the child is not prepared, then it can backfire because your child gets too anxious about it. But when we make a plan, it's important that the child know about it. It should not be a surprise. And then you practice it at home. So instead of, answering every question your child asks, you might say, okay, I'm giving you 5 tickets, and you can use a ticket every time you need me to answer a question. And when you run out of tickets, then you can't ask anymore. And that works really well at home, actually, with young kids. And you'd be surprised it really works well at school, too. But you see, if you started at home, then your child is already familiar with that approach. And then that's what you would suggest to the school, that the teacher, work out a certain number of tickets. And usually, 5 may be too much in the school. 3 tickets, and the child can use them either anytime or at designated times. Like you can come once before class starts, once at the end of class, and once at the end of the day, something like that.